Hey, this will be a video chart on ACLH. Remains pretty popular stock out there, talked about quite a bit. And the chart is hanging in there. We're getting a pretty tight little pattern here, and I'll want to go over that real quick. Video is not going to be too long, as there aren't really too many updates since the last time I did it. But like I said, there is a pretty interesting pattern here forming, and we'll see if anything comes of it. I'm not sure if it will, but it's at least worth noting and seeing what happens. I'm going to get rid of those resistance levels. Like I said, with the pattern, it'll kind of make a little bit more sense. But essentially, what we have is we had the big move up, as everybody I'm sure remembers, where we had a nice volume surge there, and it came up like that. So what we're going to call this is our flagpole, and I'm just going to make this some kind of random color. So this right here, like I said, this is going to be called our flagpole. And then we have the resistance portion of this pattern, which is right here. Today we bounced right off it. You can see by taking this low and this low that it did a very good job of forecasting where this support was going to be. We also have the 20-day simple moving average, which is this gold line here, sloping upwards, which will hopefully be presenting support there. What this right here is going to be the support area of the pattern. Then we also have this area here sloping downwards, and this is the resistance portion of the pattern. So now what we can call this is a bull pennant formation, meaning that if you kind of use your imagination, for those golfers out there, if you imagine what the flagpole looks like for the golf hole, there we go. That's kind of what we have here. Same kind of concept, but basically what it's telling us is we've had a big move, and then we've been going through consolidating here, but as the consolidation's been happening, there's been lower highs being made, but at the same time, there's been there's been higher lows. I'm getting myself backwards. During the pattern, there's been higher lows being formed here, but at the same time, there's being lower highs. So it's creating kind of this coiled spring formation. Now, whether or not the price is going to burst to the upside of it or downside, I don't know. Because it's got an uptrend going with it right now, as can be seen by the 50-day. The edge does go to the bulls, but does that mean with 100% certainty that the price is going to break out to the upside? No, it doesn't mean that. But if you were to say, well, who's a slight favorite? If this was a sporting event, who's favored? The bulls are favored, but upsets do happen. But it's worth at least keeping on your radar and seeing what happens with this bull pennant formation here. Hopefully we'll get a break to the upside. If the price does break to the upside, the key is going to be volume. The more volume that occurs on any sort of up or upside break, the better. The easiest way to look at that is the more volume you have on a breakout, the more confidence you can put into that breakout. So that's something to keep in mind. And really the other thing is, depending, I guess I'll bring it up now that I started to talk about it, but probably I'd say within the next month or maybe a couple months, we're on a crash course here for a golden cross, but because this is the 50-day, it'll probably keep going up like that. So probably about another 3 or 4 weeks, if this keeps up, we could be getting a golden cross here. But like I said, I'm probably a little bit premature on that. But we are set up nicely for that in the coming months too. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get a chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big board. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website and check it out. One more time, this was ACLH. Thanks for listening.